I am about to give you a tutorial on how to achieve this look. Please don't mind the hair and the casual clothes. This is just all about the makeup on my face. And it's basically a great look for an Easter brunch, any springtime activity. It involves a slight wash of purple over the lid, a little bit of blue-green highlighting things, and a lavender pop of makeup. All colors that are really on point this spring. You are going to start with a liquid foundation. Squeeze a couple pumps. I like to apply it using my fingertips and not a brush. I think I get better coverage that way. And just cover your entire face until you get a nice, even, smooth base.
It's swallowing me whole. Yeah.
Okay, perfect. The next step's going to be concealer. I like to use a very inexpensive drugstore stick concealer. I think it gives the best coverage. It stays all day and it doesn't get cakey. So apply that underneath your eyes and on the sides of your nose and anywhere else you might have a blemish here or there. Next, to ensure that your shadow doesn't crease, I like to use this Too Faced Shadow Insurance in Candlelight, and I actually also kind of cheat and use the product for something else. I use it as a highlighter along my cheekbones and the bridge of my nose before I apply my powder. So it just kind of gives a soft glow and people won't really know how you did it.
Fights we had is like some kind of madness was taking control. Yeah.
The next step, while you wait for your shadow foundation to set, because it's still gonna be a little tacky right now and you don't want to apply shadow when it's like that, is to finish up your face. So I absolutely love loose mineral powders. This Neutrogena Mineral Sheer is pretty inexpensive and it does the job. I used to use Bare Essentials, Bare Minerals all the time. I still use them quite a bit, but they're pricey, and so for everyday wear and not special occasion wear, this is a great alternative. If I was doing my typical everyday face right now, this is when I would apply blush. I like to apply it before bronzer, but because today's look is going to have a lot of little bits of color in it, purples, blues, a little bit of lavender, I don't want to add more color to my face. I want to keep my face more neutral, but I'm still going to apply bronzer. And I like bronzers that have a variety of colors. This is Too Faced bronzer in Beach Bunny, and it's one of my favorites because I can use the dark shade to contour with a little angled brush, and then I can use the lighter shades with a fluffy powder brush to blend. Okay, right now you can see we have the foundation done, a beautiful even base with contouring and cheekbones on the sides of the nose, and it looks a little dramatic now because the rest of my face is not yet complete, but you'll see how it all goes together in a moment. And also, if you noticed earlier, I forgot to mention it, I put foundation also over my mouth, because when you're using a vibrant color, today I'll be using a lavender, it's important to give it a clean canvas to work on so that you get something that's true to color. So the next step we're going to do is we're going to do a simple wash of a neutral across our eye. And I'm using, again, Too Faced. I love Too Faced. The Return of Sexy eye makeup palette. And I'm just going to take one of the lighter shades that matches the skin tone, and it's a matte. There is no shimmer in it. So any nude with no shimmer will work for this. And you're just going to do a wash from your eyelid all the way up to your brow. Okay, now things are going to start getting fun. We're going to start applying some color into our springtime look. This first color I'm going to be using is like a purpley pink with quite a bit of shimmer. That's why we used a base with no shimmer, because there's plenty of shimmer going on now. And this is Benefit's Shimmer Powder in Lola. And a little goes a long way, so I'm just going to dip a tiny brush in Lola and make sure all the excess is off, because loose powder can be tricky to work with and sometimes it can end up on the foundation you just applied. You don't want to do that. If that happens, no big deal. Just wipe it off with a little bit of Kleenex or makeup remover and blend.
And I have finally realized what you mean.
All right, if you notice now, we have this beautiful wash. It almost looks like watercolors of a purpley pink in our crease. And it's a nice fun pop that's about to be even further accented, because I'm going to take a bluish green, a very kind of mermaid-ish color. This is called Surreal. It's a MAC eyeshadow. It's one of their frosts. And then I'm going to take a tiny angled brush, and I'm going to line my lower lid with this.
It's like some kind of madness was taking control. Yeah. And now I have finally seen the light.
As you can see, I now have a vibrant, yet not too harsh blue underneath my eye, and then the neutral highlighted by the wash of the purple above. Now you want to complete the look, so basically think of it this way. You've watercolored the canvas. Now we're going to apply the detail with the ink and things like that, which is liquid eyeliner and mascara, two of my favorite things. So you're going to do a slight winged cat eye on the top of your line, your lashes to start.
And now I have finally seen the end.
Now to give the liquid liner a little second to dry before we curl our eyelashes, I'll just apply some lipstick in between, because you'd have to do this at the end anyway. And this is basically my favorite lipstick in the world. I wear it all the time. Some people love it, some people hate it. The way I feel about it is, if you love something, if it gets you going, then rock it. And it's kind of a 60s throwback shade. It's a MAC lipstick. It's a satin finish, which I love. You don't need gloss, and it's not too matte. It doesn't look cakey. And it's called Snob. Kind of a funny name for a lipstick. But you just want to apply it nice and thick, filling your entire mouth so the color looks vibrant. And if you can see, this is quite a pink shade, but it has quite a bit of purple in it as well, which is what makes the lipstick so fun. It's kind of a Barbie doll pink. Next, you're going to curl your eyelashes. I like to do this by using a standard eyelash curler and pumping the curler about 5 to 10 times on each eye. The more you pump the curler, the more of a curl you're going to get. Because I'm going to be applying false lashes today, I don't need a dramatic curl, I just need a slight curl so it blends into the false lashes. So I'm only going to pump each lash 5 times. Then I'm going to take a volumizing mascara, and I'm going to apply it using a wiggling motion, about 3 coats per eye on the top lash and at least 2 on the bottom lash, or more depending.
So hard to let you go, but some kind of
Now when applying mascara to your bottom lash line, normally I'm not that careful because I don't mind if a little bit of black gets under there and it kind of creates its own version of eyeliner. But when you've done a color that you're trying to highlight, be careful applying mascara to your lower lashes because you don't want to cover up that color. You want it to remain clean. So take your brush, and when you pull it out, just wipe off all the excess like so. And I like to use the edge of the brush to define my lower lashes.
And now I need to know, is this real love, or is it just madness keeping us afloat?
Now, the two final touches that I think really make special occasion makeup are not just the color and everything we've applied, this is our base, but the finishing touches, lashes, and well-defined brows. You'll see what a dramatic difference this last step makes. I love, there's this new line of Ardell lashes called Double Up. I used to always glue 2 sets of eyelashes together to create this effect. Ardell must have caught on to that trend, and they ended up doing it for you. Lashes will run you about $5 a set, and you can reuse them. Well worth the investment.
Finally realized what you need.
While I let my lashes dry, I'm going to define my brows. And I like to go a couple shades darker than my roots. I highlight my hair like most blondes do, but I really like the look of a slightly darker brow. The same goes if you have dark hair, go a shade darker. The contrast is very attractive, and it kind of works as a frame for your face. And last but not least, the final touch, I go back to my liquid eyeliner once my eyelashes have set, and I just define the inner corner ever so slightly so that it's not such a dramatic juxtaposition between the end of your lash and your actual sparse inner eyelashes. And there you have it, a fun but not over-the-top look for Easter brunch or any of your springtime festivities. I hope you enjoyed it. Have a great day and thank you for watching.
Maybe I'm too headstrong.